everybody, it's Michelle Visage, and welcome to another episode of Whatcha Packin. And today we have all the way from Chi-Town, it's the Vixen.
Hey.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
Were you born and raised in Chicago?
Born and raised Southside.
Really?
Yeah.
So you went through some stuff.
Yeah, I saw some things.
What was like, growing up as a queer kid in the South Side of Chicago, what was that like for you?
It was actually, I was very sheltered. My family was really great. I have a really big family, so they knew very early on that I was like not going to be in the streets. So my family kept me in art. My grandmother taught me how to draw. Godmother taught me how to sew.
Wow.
And so I just stayed in the house and like worked on my stuff.
And they knew from an early age that you were a different kind of kid.
My grandmother would say, "Leave that boy alone. He not hurting nobody."
Oh, bless her. She's still with us?
No.
But you got your...
She's still with me though.
Yeah, she'll always be with you.
Yeah.
So now that you're part of the RuPaul's Drag Race family and legacy, are we gonna get a single or an
the album is coming. Oh yeah, yeah. It should be out by now. If
everything's right.
If everything's right, it should be out by now.
If you worked your magic. This last week that you were on, I think I judged her in the Miss Roscoe's pageant.
Oh yeah, you did.
Some good kids come out of there. Not only
Yeah.
yourself, Shea Coulee came through there. You came on RuPaul's Drag Race. You knew you were gonna have to face me again. How was it different for you this time?
I knew that my nudes needed to match because that's a thing for you, and I knew that I needed to have a story, that it needs to be cohesive, that my look I need to give you the picture as soon as you saw it. You need to understand. So I came in like when I turn that corner, she has to get it right away.
You were fiery.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
So you're still kind of a baby. For me, 26 was the year. You are a baby.
Okay.
26 was the year that I went, I'm an adult.
Uh-huh.
Like, even though I'd been on my own since I was 17,
Yeah.
26 was the year that I felt like I was adulting.
I feel that.
Do you have that transition now where you're
I just got a condo.
Okay.
So it's my first time living alone without my mom. Well, I live with my boyfriend, and then it's my first time traveling alone, being on an airplane by myself, all of those things. Terrifying,
Yes.
but now it's nothing.
It'll become kind of regular because you realize at the end of that plane trip is a paycheck.
Yes.
Is this your first time auditioning?
It's my fourth time
Time
auditioning.
auditioning.
Yeah.
When you got the call that you were in, what went through your mind?
Okay. And it wasn't even like oh my God.
Did you go into work mode?
It just went straight to work because I was just, that whole time, you're just waiting for a yes or a no at that point. You're like, all right, let me go.
Who did you clash with the most?
Eureka and Aquaria, honestly.
So the ones that like to
Yeah.
talk, because you like to talk.
I like to talk. My thing is, if I feel like somebody's being genuine, we are cool. Even if you're annoying, if I feel like you're being yourself, you're fine. If I feel like you're not, I'm gonna call you on it.
So you call people out on their bull.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily because they're loud or you just don't like people who are fake, and I can get with that.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
And I actually respect people who call people out instead of doing it behind their back.
Yeah. My mom calls it "don't suffer fools."
Yes.
And so I can't.
Smart mama.
Like, I'll either leave the room, or if I gotta stay in the room, we're gonna fix this.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah.
Who did you bond with?
Monique and Blair were like faves.
Which is funny because they're a very odd coupling. Very different.
But I think we were the underdogs, and we like felt that.
Why did you think you're the underdog?
Because we all came from like humble beginnings, but we all had like something to prove. And I think we recognized it in each other and was like,
Eureka came from really humble beginnings.
Season 9 she did. Season 10
She still came from humble beginnings.
It was a little less humble.
Okay.
Being in the room, being in the competition, more so than a competitive side, I got such a love for the girls because I was like, we are working hard.
Very.
So I feel like I bonded more than I fought.
Do you think your elimination was justified?
The week before, girls were saying that they thought I should go home. I wasn't getting great critiques. And so I was like, all right, I'm not having a good time. You're not having a good time. Maybe I should. Like, I felt like I had great moments on the show.
You did.
And I was like, maybe it's better to leave before it gets super negative.
Tell me about your fashions here.
My fashion.
Because that one looks a little familiar.
Oh my God.
What was that like when you looked over and saw you making the dress?
And at first, she started making a different dress, and then I look up and there's caution tape everywhere, and I'm like, no. Like, someone actually called me trash once, and that like turned me into the queen that I am today because I had never been so outspoken. And so this is made out of trash bags and caution tape because like, watch what you say to me, basically.
Oh, I love
is what that says.
Tell me about the middle one here.
This
The
one,
Africana princess.
yes, I wanted to do like a Black Panther, like the Wakanda, like tribal queen. I want it to be very so futuristic, but still African and like still Afrocentric. You could be fashion and still be Afrocentric, and you could be, and I was gonna wear dreadlocks with it and just be regal and African.
And this,
Leopard.
yes, my favorite color in the world.
The middle is so long because I love that Tina Turner silhouette of that like long leotard. It's mixed match full fur, so it's patchwork, but they all work together. And then I have like bones that a friend rhinestone for me, and I was like, why would I rhinestone bone? Whatever, I'll make it work. And she was like, all right, sure. And so, you know, just wanted to look tribal and like, because my whole thing, I was like, what I want people to look at my runways and see is a superhero through the ages. And so like, what would a glamazon Amazon look like as a caveman?
And you're kind of dressed like a superhero now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fighter, so I always gotta be ready.
I love that. Is that
Yeah.
your motto?
Yeah, I always want my clothes to look like a warrior, or like a warrior queen. That's my thing.
But getting to know you now, sitting here talking to you, you're much sweeter than the persona that
Oh, yeah.
you give off.
It's a defense mechanism, you know?
Obviously.
Because I'm sensitive and all those things, but I would rather not get my feelings. So it's like a beware of dog sign. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It's like you don't have a dog, but you just want people to stay away. But I find most of the time it's a very pleasant surprise. Because when people meet me and they're like, and then you kind of see in their eyes, they're like, oh, she's not so bad. And
Aw.
I really love that, actually.
Good, me too. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And this has been a wonderful competition for you. I think you did a great job.
I feel good.
Your crazy walk is so indicative of who you are and your spirit that lives within.
Aw.
And I encourage you to keep bringing that spirit out because I think you're super fun and super sweet, creative, artistic, and I want the world to know that about the Vixen.
Oh, thank you.
So congratulations on doing all the work that you did, and I hope you had a great
I
time.
really did. Thank
Good,
you.
baby. Then I'll see you in Chicago.
I'll see you in Chicago.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining me for another Whatcha Packin. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Hey, squirrel friend! When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.